So when it comes to your character, what went into your creation process? I'm very interested in this because not only did you play a bartender, but you played a bartender who's a robot, or a robot who's a bartender.
And not just a bartender, but the perfect bartender.
Oh, very good.
So there's a number of elements to that. We sort of talked about the idea that the perfect bartender, the least of it is making drinks. It's all about how do you deal with people and how do you give them what they want and working out, does this person want a bit of time to themselves, or do they want to be able to chat? Do they want a shoulder to cry on? Do they want to be listened to? So working all that out was kind of interesting. And then because of the circumstances of this story, I only have one customer. And so all my programming is focused on him. And I realized to anticipate his needs, what he needs is another human being. That's the one thing I can't be for him. And so I try my best to be as human as possible, and but constantly bump up against my own limitations. And then on the other hand, of course, I have to be true to the machine-like element of him. So I felt like, well, a machine is totally efficient. There's going to be no wasted energy. So I tried to do something where all my movements were very fluid and controlled, and there was never a wrong move at any point. So you wouldn't necessarily notice he was a robot at first, but if you really studied him, you'd notice he never makes a mistake.
Yeah, and I love that about him because I found myself caring for him, and then I kept on saying, but he's a robot. Like, I never forgot that. It was like right there. And also I found interesting, and I wonder, as an actor for you, was there something physically mechanical happening that you moved the way you did?
Yeah, well, there was a whole machine that was built that I had to kind of be strapped into.
Oh.
And so I sat on a little bicycle seat on the top of this kind of engine, really, and then my knees slid in and were put into a place, and then I had a steel rod up my back that I was strapped to, and then that was on a track, and that was computerized, and then I would whiz around on this thing. So I couldn't really move anything. I could only move my arms just about. So it was very restrictive in that way. So I had to really, really practice to make it like seem natural.
Yeah, that's interesting because it seemed like it moved fast though.
Oh, it moves real fast.
Wow.
Yeah, like really fast. And Morton wanted to go faster and faster all the time, but I had to make sure I didn't wobble or shake, you know, and make it look like I was making the moves rather than the moves were happening to me.
Well, one thing I could appreciate about this film is that for me, it was so visually powerful. The set of the spaceship. So I'm wondering for you, was this your set? Did you get to really work on a set, or did you have to work with a lot of green screen, or you got...
I thought I was going to turn up and it would all be green screen, you know, because of the nature of the film. But actually, the set was absolutely perfect and pristine. It was so detailed, and that kind of Art Deco look, which is so beautiful, I think, mixed with a futuristic thing as well. So I spent all my time on that set, so I'm glad it was a nice one, because I spent a lot of time in there.
And a lot of nice people, because acting across literally one or two people for a whole
you never get to do that for a
movie.
movie. No, that's like a play or something. And the fact that it was Jen and Chris, who were two of the funniest and nicest people I've ever met, and it just kind of accelerated our relationships. You know, we got on really well, and because it was just the three of us for so long, we just spent all our time laughing and telling stories. And poor old Morton, our director, he was like, when are they going to do some work?
Made in Hollywood.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Made in Hollywood TV. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And for the next awesome video, click right here. Click in that box right there. Super easy.